So if that's going to be stressful, just get out and just find a clear patch of road to run on and stick with the group. But the main thing is, wherever you are around that group you're going with, just remember that they are the pacers. You don't have to worry about the pace. So the only thing you think about in that moment and for the rest of the race as long as possible is stay relaxed, relax, relax, relax. Like, again, have those affirmations in your head, have those words in your head that you need to know are there for when the going gets tough, or even before it gets tough. So you're not trying to think about how you deal with this in the race. You know how to combat it when it comes.
And just on that, in terms of preference, for example, my preference is to be about 2 meters in front of the pacers. I like to feel like they're chasing me for the entire 42K. And the aim of the game is don't get caught. And it does, because like me, at 6'4", it's a tight space. I have longer strikes and sums. So it's nicer to be out in front. But again, you will figure that out over the first couple of kilometers. You'll find out where you go. You have 42 kilometers to figure out where you like to be the best. But again, it's about making this race, an endurance race, as easy for yourself as possible, the straightest line as possible. And as you said, less wind and warmth in the group. If it's a cold morning, if it's a rainy morning, surround yourself with people.
Yeah, definitely. No, 100%. So I think like that. And then like, I suppose a couple of other things just to think about even then. Okay, still leading into the race, like what can we still touch off here before people even get to the start line the week off? Like, I know they're simple things, but like make sure the Garmin is charged. You know what I mean? Like,
if it's not the Garmin, it didn't happen.
Yeah, and also like I just say to people, be very careful if you're choosing to wear a new pair of shoes on the day. Like that you are running a risk with that. So even if you're only hearing this now and this was you, get out and run them a couple of times this week. Be careful that you don't wear ankle socks too low that they slip down and next thing the shoe is cutting you. Like all this stuff comes against you. Body glide, that anti-chafing stuff. Like all of that, like know what could potentially come against you. Like, like even if it's for like, it could be like nipple chafage, like don't forget your plasters. Like all of this stuff like is the stuff that will come at you at the end. So again, just like have a list of things that you need on race day. So you're talking about your Garmin, your nutrition, your racing shoes, your racing kit. Are you wearing a hat? Are you wearing sunglasses? All of this stuff. Just have all of that laid out, because the last thing you want to be doing is like getting to the car, putting on your gear, and you'll be like, I forgot this.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, and we see everyone with the red waterfalls coming off their chest crossing the finish line.
Yeah.
The nipple chafing, particularly if it rains with the sweat, is really, really bad.
Yeah.
Body glide, as you mentioned, you can get in most major triathlon or running shops. It's basically like a wax, pretty much the best to describe it. In between the thighs, you know, anywhere it's going to run. If you're going to wear a sleeveless like Sean, underneath the arms where it's going to chafe off the t-shirt, and the nipples.
And even I would say if you have an issue with the nipples, I would like even be like the body glide, because I wear the body glide. I have to wear it like for split shorts. I get it the whole time. Like once I go over like 15 miles, like I even can get it sometimes at the end of a run, even put it on. So sometimes maybe it might be a thing of wearing the half tights, but with the nipple chafage, sometimes I know just friends that I've chatted with, I'd say, would you not use the body glide? And they're like, no, it'll wear off by the end, the plasters, that kind of way. Just again, it's making sure your gear is right and ready for it, and like that, like if it is shorts where you end up getting some chafage and stuff like that.
There's a lot of different types of stuff on gels. First of all, where do you recommend running belts to carry all the gels? Do you do it in the pocket, or like what way would that happen? And then during the race, do you have a particular point, like some people say you get through Stony Bar first gel there, or maybe halfway through the Face Park first gel there, or is this more an individual type thing, do you think?
Yeah, well, so I suppose as regards with carrying the gels, like you've only one option if you're not an elite and you don't have anyone to hand you anything out in the course, right? You have to carry the gels yourself.